Hey ladies, so I'm coming to you at a more reasonable time than I'm usually up. I didn't make my meeting today. So what? I way overspent today. I don't know if you can see that, but so what? I ate candies today even though I'm really trying to lose weight. So what? I used an awesome keratin in my hair and it's gonna dry so beautifully. So what? I spent some extra time on me, pampering myself, and doing some things that may not be good for me or whatever, but I'm not hurting myself or anyone else really. So I used body cream on my face. I did everything wrong. I am enjoying, though, a nice hot cup of green tea, and I already bought a matcha earlier and an iced coffee. But I don't know, I just really felt like splurging on myself. And then I also am sort of, I guess, celebrating in a way that I'm excited to learn finally. Maybe the part of the serenity prayer, I'm learning the courage to know the difference between the things that I'm in control of and the things that I'm not. And through getting closer to my higher power, God, I'm learning to love myself and cherish myself. I was actually just explaining to my daughter because we got into an argument. I'm reading this book called Beauty Secrets. Sometimes I share it in my women's group. Even in my regular group sometimes. It's good. It's Proverbs Wisdom by Kristen Hart. And she's awesome. So it's just kind of a nice way of, just like you have to get up and put on the full armor of God, you have to take care of yourself too, because we are God's children and He loves us. You know, it hurts me as a mom when my kids do something reckless. When my son speeds and he has way too many kids in the car, that drives me nuts. You know, now he's almost 20. That's not exactly the issue anymore. But you know, when any of my kids are really sad and, you know, they say they're stupid or put themselves down, whatever, that kills me. I can't imagine how much more it must hurt God that the people that He made and the you know, and what I believe, I wasn't there, this is just what I believe and what has come true in my life, that God sent His Son Jesus to die for us, and because of that we can now have direct contact with God. And I have been seeking and seeking and seeking and seeking and seeking, and I don't think that I'm ever going to stop seeking, because He just tells us to do that. He says, you know, we can't have if we don't ask for it. You know, He says, love other people more than us. Oh, that brings me back to my conversation with my daughter. So I was telling her, oh, honey, your shirt, maybe you should flip it or something. And she's like, Mom, I'm fine. And I was like, I was just trying to tell you because, you know, maybe you missed it. She's like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm not trying to dress for other people. And I said, no, that's really, really good. You should not do that. But you should care enough about you, about yourself, that you got to know we're humans, and within the first 3 seconds, whether we like it or not, we do form an instant opinion. And that's also think about it. I said to her, how would you feel if you had two women standing in front of you? One was all disheveled, her hair is kind of messed up, her teeth, obviously she doesn't take care of them. I mean, you don't have to be loaded to brush your teeth. They give it at the dollar store. They have toothbrushes and toothpaste, you know. I didn't get into that with her, but I just like saying that. You know, it doesn't take much to just brush your hair, tuck in your shirt, whatever, you know, but he or she didn't do any of that. And then next to her is a person that is well dressed, you know, her hands are in front of her, she's not slouching, she's proper looking. You need to know something that's life or death. You need to know the truth about something. Who are you going to go to? You know, and she said, but God says we should think of others before ourselves. And I said, I think, again, I wasn't there, and everyone interprets the Bible differently. And everyone's higher power is differently. Just to say, I don't judge anyone else. But, oh, sorry about that. I don't know what I did to my phone. But, you probably won't even notice anything happened. My daughter. And so I was trying to tell her that, yeah, I believe God wants us to consider ourselves before others. For example, you know, I gave the example, if I were outside and I saw my neighbor, who's an older lady, struggling to do anything, it would be so wrong of me to just be like, that stinks, you know, and go inside. It would be the right thing to do to go help them, whether or not you feel like it. You know, if you're unable, that's different, but you should always do what you can for others and consider others before yourself, like no ego or pride. And you have to remain teachable. And the kids don't ever want to hear that part. I don't know. So, I don't know. I just have been finding that I've been a lot more gentle with myself because, again, I'm having the courage to change, to decide what's in my control and my power and what's not. And that's been so freeing, because when I thought I had any iota of being in control of anything, first of all, that's a joke. There's no way that that could ever happen. You know, someone said in my AA group recently, one of my AA groups, she said, if you can define your God enough to like put him in a little box, he's not big enough. But if we had, because I'm learning the wisdom to discern what I can and can't deal with, what I actually do and don't have control over, has been a huge weight lifted, because I actually don't have control over like anything but my own actions, myself. You know, I may not have control over my emotions, but I also know that I have a big impact on how they are. You know, you hang around a barbershop long enough, you're gonna get a haircut. Well, you know, as like a diet, you know, crap in, crap out. You know, you eat crap, you feel like crap, you move like crap, you look like crap. You know, the more healthy, you know, you're eating and a variety of foods, the more healthy your body will be running, your well-oiled machine. Well, same with anything. I stopped having chocolate. I'm rude, right? I'm sorry. I'd share if you were close. So, moving on. Letting go of the control, or the thought in my mind that I'm in control of anything with certain things, is helpful. It's helpful in my relationships, you know, when I can say, you know, that must be driving you nuts. I'm so controlling, you know. I'm not saying it to bash myself. I'm saying it because I'm realizing it's a true thing. While learning about my current, my character defects, going through looking in the mirror at myself, of course showed me that I was a really big control freak, and it's all out of fear. And so I'm giving the fear up to God, so I'm feeling better. I'm able to put more of my thoughts and energy into myself, and overall it's a big good change. So anyways, I am completely exhausted. I'm gonna take my towel out and brush my keratin infused hair. I hope that everybody has a great night and wakes up refreshed, or if you're seeing this tomorrow morning on Tuesday, that you have a fabulous Tuesday.